Well guys, it's Kieran or Killers HD here, and welcome back to the Cherries. Today is the final episode of Season 6, and we're facing off against Manchester City at home in the Premier League. Let's go and have a look at the schedule. So since the Bayern Munich game, we've had 1 loss and 2 wins. We lost 2-1 at home to West Ham in quite a shocking result, really, to be honest. Sergio Canales with the goal for West Ham to make it 1-0. We got a goal back, Juan Turbo in the 77th minute, which I was very happy with. Barzalito scored in the 23rd, in the 84th minute, to make it 2-1. Wasn't happy with this result, can tell you. Was not happy. In the next game, we were away to Hull City and won 3-2. Great result. Marcos Paz showed up in this game, penalty in the 11th minute and the goal in the 36th minute. Juan Turbo as well. Hull did get 2 goals in this game, though, from Edin Dzeko and Keisuke Honda. Hull have a good side. I won't deny that. Hull have a fantastic side. Berkey, Kajar, Hector Moreno, Robertson, Shibspa, Ryan Mendes, Honda, Dzeko. They have a great side. Gary Cahill, James McArthur. They've got a fantastic side. I don't know why they've got a good side. And in the final game, we won 3-1 at home to Reading. Danny Barford, Turbo and Crowley with our goals on Solly March with the goal for Reading. All the goals in the first half. We dominated this game, to be honest. We deserved the win. So with 1 game left in the league, this table is looking quite nice indeed, isn't it? So Aston Villa or Swansea are either going down. Reading have survived. QPR have survived after getting promoted last year. Liverpool and Chelsea are battling it up for the league title. We are battling with Manchester United for 3rd spot. We are 2 points ahead. All we need is a draw, and we go through basically because our goal difference is much superior to Manchester United, which is fantastic. Newcastle and Man City are battling out for that 5th space. Tottenham and Tottenham and Man City are fighting out for that 6th space in the Europa League as well. Shocking result really is that Manchester City and Tottenham are still fighting out for the Europa League, and Arsenal are down in 12th, which is amazing to me. So let's have a look at the stats quickly. Memphis Depay is the top goal scorer for the league with 26 goals. Most highest average rating is Eden Hazard. Most assists is Christian Eriksen. Jack Grealish is there with 15. Memphis Depay has the most man of the match awards with 8. Mignolet has the most clean sheets, and Aaron Cole, England national team player, has 15 yellow cards. Oh dear. What I'm quite surprised about, though, is the fact that we've only had 2 managerial movements this whole season. Usually there's about 5 of them. You know, the bottom of the league usually remove a lot of managers. But it's only Man City and Everton. Darren Ferguson left Everton, and Gustavo Matasas joined Everton. Derek McInnes left Man City, and Ronald Koeman took over. I'm just quite surprised. I'm usually seeing about 5-6 by this time because, you know, for the likes of Leicester and Sunderland and Swansea and Villa and Reading and West Ham, it's not good to be down there. And they probably want to be improving, so I'm expecting whoever gets relegated to lose a manager, and maybe 17 or 16 lose a manager as well. Wouldn't surprise me, really. So let's have a look at our stats then in all competitions. Dan Crowley and Callum Chambers have played a lot of games this season. 51 appearances of Dan Crowley, 47 for Callum Chambers. Most goals is Marcus Paz with 22 goals in 30 appearances. Highest assists, Jack Grealish, 15 goals, 21 assists. Once again, he showed up in this season. Juan Turbo, quick shout out for him, 19 assists, 13 goals. Unbelievable. Highest average rating, and Adama Traore is still up there with 7.53. But we're going to say, let's have a look, Jack Grealish, 7.52. The Irishman has had a fantastic season yet again for Bournemouth. So these are the final day fixtures. We have Arsenal versus Norwich, Bournemouth, Manchester City, Chelsea will face off against Swansea, hoping to get a win, hopefully for them. Liverpool lose. Hull will be faced off against Newcastle United, Leicester versus Tottenham, Liverpool, potential champions if they win their game. We're going against Watford in 11th. Manchester United, who are 4th, go against Reading. We need to beat Man City and hope they don't do anything. We have Southampton versus Everton, Sunderland who are down versus Aston Villa who need to win, and West Ham United versus QPR. So this is the final game of the season. We rarely beat Manchester City, so I'm expecting us to probably draw or lose here because we rarely beat Man City. Let me tell you right now, we rarely beat them. It's always a struggle playing against Manchester City because they're such a good side. That's just how it is. So we're going to go with a decent looking side. Harry Kane is his last game for the club. He's going to Juventus. I probably forgot to mention this, but he's going to Juventus. Harry Kane is joining Juve for £13.25 million, which means I'm making a loss on him for about £5-7 million, which I'm not too displeased about. He's been okay for us, 13 goals a season. He's just not happy here. He wants more game time somewhere else, so he's going. Danny Ings could be going as well. I'm looking to probably get rid of Luis Alberto finally. You know, he's been here for a long time, Luis Alberto. He was a fantastic player at the start of his career with Bournemouth. If we look at his stats, he's been great for us, and you know, he's been very consistent for us since during the loan from Liverpool, and then we signed him for £7 million. He's been very consistent for us, and I'm very happy we managed to pick him up. He's a very good player, but this team is going to go with today then. No, what are we doing? No, that's right, I'm going to go with this side. Butland, Chambers, Danny Bath, Steve Cook, Jara Riderworld, Payot, Crowley, Iturbe, Quintero, Mario Alvarez and Marcos Paz, the Argentine connection. Look at them. Look at them all there. Look at them. All bloody there. We've got a Colombian in the middle of all these Argentines. Mental. So on the bench we've got Rajkovic, Wimagaro, Alberto, Dumont, Grealish and Sir Harold Kane for his last game for Bournemouth. We're going to miss out on Perlo. He's probably going to be gone, hopefully. Danny could be gone. Gustavo Carballo wants to go. Adam Troy doesn't want to leave, but he's injured all the time, so you know that's how it is. Jack Grealish isn't starting today just because of fitness. But let's get into this game against Manchester City. We've got to go and see the side really quickly, so let's go do that. So this is the Manchester City side. Oh my word, they've always got a good side, and yet they're struggling to get Europa League. Benzema, Aguero, Nasri, Fernando, Aaron Ramsey, Douglas Costa, Ricardo Rodriguez, Alvarez, Blanta, god damn it, Company, Ruben Neves, Joe Hart. On the bench they got Pickford, Chalobah, Jorginho, Pozo, Fisher, Jimenez and Ross Barkley. We've got to look at Benzema really, haven't we? 32-year-old Frenchman now has over 100 caps for France, and he scored 14 goals and 28 appearances for the club this year. Okay, what about Aguero? How old are you now, mate? You are 31 years old, and you are not getting as many goals as I thought you would be for Manchester City this season. Okay, one more player we've got to look at is Aaron Ramsey. Let's have a look at him. How's he doing? Poor. That's alright. And do you know what? One more. We've got to look at Douglas Costa because he's unhappy. Oh my word. Oh my god, I'm picking you up. I have to pick you up, Douglas Costa. I'm sorry. Right, we're going to pick up Douglas Costa, hopefully, anyway, but he always scores against us, and he's finally getting a chance to play against us again. He always scores against us. He's a bloody pain in the arse. Manchester City kick off this game at Dean Court. If we win, we secure third position. If we draw, we secure third position. If we lose, and hopefully Man United do not win, if Man United win, they take third, and we finish fourth, and we have to play the playoffs again, which is a pain in the arse. Dan Crowley, Fernando with a chance. Payot gets it as far as Steve Cook, and he gets it to Gyro Riderworld. Come on, boy. Whip it in the mixer. Riderworld to Crowley. Gets tackled by Ramsey. Gets it to Steve Cook. Payot. Payot is working the one nicely to Quintero. The Colombian gets it to Iturbe. Iturbe to Quintero. That was a lovely piece of football there, and it goes out for a corner. Quintero's going to whip in this corner here. Going to go as far as anybody. Gets it to Company, and Payot gets it now. Back to Quintero. The Colombian whip in another ball. Gets it to Iturbe. Off the post. Iturbe, shoot. Someone shoot. Oh my god. Riderworld on the ball now. This is to Alvarez, gets past his man. Alvarez, work it, wait, work it. Look at him go. Alvarez is so good. Alvarez with a shot. Joe Hart with a save. Is tipped over for another corner, which is going to be whipped in here by the Colombian Quintero. Whips it in. Bath with the header, and it goes over. Big chances here. Unbelievable. That was the whole first half. That big highlight was the first half. Are you joking? Like, what's going on? Can we get a goal, please? Man United have taken the lead against Reading. Balotelli scored for them. But, you know, can we get another highlight, please? Can we see a highlight that we've scored in? Can we get a goal now? Alvarez on the ball to Marcus Paz. Gets past Balanta. Fernando's going to clear it to Aguero. A Manchester City break here. First change of the game then is going to be right now. We're going to bring on Dumont for Quintero. The Belgian who's going to come on for Bournemouth. Can he make a difference in this game? I hope he can because he's brilliant. Danny Barth for a free kick. Gets it to Chambers. Are we going to get a chance there? Chambers to Iturbe to Dumont. The Belgian's on the ball. He gets it back to Iturbe. Iturbe can get it to Chambers. He gets to Crowley instead. Crowley to Chambers. The man on 47 or 48 appearances now. Iturbe to Dumont. I brought him on for a reason, lads. I'm just saying. I brought him on for a bloody reason. Just Dumont makes it 1-0. It's a big goal for the lad. He's been quite good this season. I'm glad he's finally scored. So Chambers gives the ball here to Iturbe. He takes a touch, gives it to Dumont. Takes a touch. On the right peg. Oh, outside of the butt. Cheeky. Joe Hart can't save it. 1-0. 17 minutes in here. We're going to make our second change of the game. Luis Alberto is going to come on for Darren Crowley. And if we make one more change, it's going to be Harry Kane coming on for his final appearance for Marcus Paz. Marcus Paz has not really showed up in this game, which is surprising. Ruben Neves from Manchester City now. Balotelli's made a 3-1 for Manchester United, but it doesn't matter. Neves to Aguero. Aguero to Victor Fisher. Off the post. Oh my word. Danny Barth is going to clear it here. Gets us to Alvarez. Very unlucky for Manchester City. Now can we break? Paz on the ball. Can we get a goal here? Paz gets it to Alvarez. Alvarez, Jimenez with the tackle. It's going to be cleared. Final change of the game then. Harry Kane's going to come on for his final appearance for Bournemouth. He's going to come on in place of Marcus Paz. Can he get a goal in his final appearance and help us steal out this win against Manchester City? Balotelli has just got his hat-trick for Manchester United. It's now 4-1 against Reading. But it doesn't matter because we are going to win this game unless Harry Kane scores right now. Riderworld, Hart with the save. I think we've won this game 1-0, which means we are finishing third in the league. Huge win against Manchester City at home at Dean Court. We are finishing third in the league table. I'm going to say congratulations. That was a fantastic win. Well done, lads. Let's have a look at the stats. 20 shots for us, 10 for them. They didn't have a shot on target on this game. That says it all, really. Domination central on this game. Chelsea win the league. Oh my word. What was the Liverpool? Liverpool drew 0-0 with Watford and Chelsea. Where Chelsea? They won 2-0. Wow, Liverpool fucked up big time. Swansea go down. Oh, that's unlucky. They lost to Chelsea. Aston Villa, what did they do? They lost 3-0 against Sunderland, who are already relegated. What's the point of losing against a relegated side, for Christ's sake? that is the end of the season. Chelsea have done the double. They have won the Premier League and the Capital One Cup. Swansea are relegated. St Mirren have just won the bloody SPFL. Bloody Nora. Fucking Jesus, Celtic only got 4th. Mate, that's mental. Bloody hell. Fair play to that. Falkirk are relegated. Mourinho once again is praised. Malky McCarthy, Swansea manager. I'll tell you what, they wouldn't be happy with that, to be fair. Let's have a look then. Here comes the sackings then. West Ham have sacked Paul Lambert. Aston Villa have sacked Glenn Hoddle. We've got lots of messages to go through here. We have been given 34.61 million for achieving 3rd place. We have finished the league. It's the end of season 6 of the Cherries Rise. We finished 3rd in the league. We are going to go for the title next season. We're going to go for the Champions League, FA Cup, Capital Cup. You know the drill. We're going for it all, boys. Swansea down, Sunderland down, Leicester down. Who else is coming up then? We have... Oh, wow, okay. Can I be honest and say I want Brentford up, please? Who else is Burnley and up? Boring. Luton, MK Dons and Birmingham are going down. Rotherham, Crewe and one of the 4 teams in the playoffs are coming up from League 1. Bolton, Yeovil, Southend and Leyton Orient are going down in League 2. So have a look then, who's going to come up then? We've got Portsmouth, Burton and Exeter coming up with Scunthorpe, Shrewsbury, Cheltenham and Carlisle coming up. Oxford and Wrexham are going down. So that's probably it then. We're going to say goodbye to Harry Kane, who's leaving to go to Juventus. We're going to say hello to Bejovic. I'm looking to buy a couple of players. Leandro Lacazette is a 19-year-old French midfielder playing for Man Utd. He joined from PSG for 19.5 million. He's not playing. I want him. Look at his stats, by the way. He looks fucking ridiculous. I need that guy. We're also looking at Joel Matip, the Schalke defender. Sorry, he is 28 years old, the Cameroonian. He looks good. I just need a defender to back up. He's been at Schalke all his life, though. I can't see him going. I really can't see him going, to be honest. He's been there all his life. I don't see why he would go now. But that's going to be it. That's season 6 over, which means next season is the final season with Bournemouth and with this season and with this save. It's going to be the final save. The final season of the save. It's going to be mental and I'm looking forward to it because it's the final season before we go into FM16. Woohoo! I love FM16. I can't wait. Which means I can start my beta save. I am excited as fuck. So, squad, most appearances, Jay Crowley. Most goals, Paz. Most assists, Grealish. Highest average rating, Adam Troy, Grealish. Apparently to our scout we have a world class player on our hands. This is the world class player. Look. Oh my goody god. If we can win the Champions League, he's going to be man to do it. So I hope you enjoyed this final episode of the Cherries Rise for the final season. If you did, leave a like, and if you did not, tell me why in the comments down below. And I will see you very soon for another episode of the Cherries Rise in our final season.